All right, people. So Trump and just an epic back and forth with a communist news network reporter calls them fake news. So I mean that was just amazing, and the whole. So I want to touch on that his press conference, the whole P Gate bullshit. So basically bullshit news. Excuse me, BuzzFeed news, and also like I said, the Clinton News Network came out with this whole thing about Trump reportedly had hookers who peed on him, which is and it came out it was totally made up. There was like this whole intelligence report too, that was totally false. It said like Michael Cohen, his lawyer, I think he is had been to Russia, which was false. The report also had geographical errors. It wasn't an intelligence report at all. It was bullshit. So the media went with this, and it turned out it was fake news, like Trump was saying, which is funny because they've been pushing this whole fake news bullshit after the election, and now it's them. Now it's CNN. Now it's the crappy news network who is the one putting out the fake news. Now it's BuzzFeed News who's the one putting out the fake news. So, and it was fake. It was totally made up. There was no evidence to back it up whatsoever, and they're still going with this whole Russia thing. So which one is it, liberals? Now they're saying Trump has been compromised by Russia, but I thought Trump was in bed with Russia, and I thought Russia sold the election for Trump. So which one is it? See, they just don't make any sense. It's just completely nonsensical arguments from the left. So so apparently 2 weeks ago Trump was fucking in bed with Putin. Now apparently Russia has Trump on tape in bed with hookers peeing on him. So it's a complete falsity from the left. So Trump gets a question here, from he first off they're in the middle of the press conference and he's talking about this made up bullshit with no evidence, and like I said, the intelligence report was totally made up, probably made up by some guy on the internet. So he goes to call on somebody, he points at him, and Jim Acosta out of nowhere rudely interrupts what you're not supposed to do in a press conference. The way these things work is you're supposed to wait until you're called on. And Trump points at somebody else and Acosta like a fucking dick. Oh, call on me if you're going to talk about us and accuse us of being fake news. You gotta answer my question next. And he keeps interrupting like a dick, and then Trump puts him in his place and calls him calls CNN fake news. This is what we need from a president. Somebody when he gets insulted, that he stands up for himself and he fights back. I mean, I love that. He's not going to take shit from anybody. That's what you want from a president. Somebody who's not going to, if somebody insults him, that's why everybody's always he's attacking people on Twitter. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if somebody attacks you, you're going to respond to them, and Twitter's a great direct way to get his message out to his followers. So if John Lewis, I see John Lewis, never even heard of this guy. John Lewis comes out and they call him Trump attacks civil rights leader. First off, there's no reason to put that in if you're writing an article. I see that Trump attacks civil rights icon. There's no reason to put that in the headline because that is totally irrelevant to the situation. This has nothing to do with civil rights. It should be Trump attacks Congressman John Lewis, not civil rights icon. So, because they don't even say what he said. And the liberal media, being that they know there are many uninformed readers, many welfare zombies, Obama welfare zombies, don't even read past the headline. They just scroll through the headline. I guarantee you that well over half of the readers of the news, whether they get their news on Facebook or just are looking through the headlines on Yahoo or some website, don't even read the article. They read the headline and they see that Donald Trump attacks civil rights icon. Well, that doesn't matter here. That doesn't apply. The fact of the matter is he said that Trump's being elected wasn't legitimate. Again, without any proof, they come out and say that, oh, Russia hacked the election, blah, 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 when they haven't provided one iota of evidence to back up that statement yet. And if you're the government, you have to provide evidence to what you're saying, because as we all know, yeah, the government's never lied to us before about weapons of mass destruction, have they? So so at the press conference, he was on his game. He was very professional. I thought, but also at the same time being comedic, being a little bit funny, being, like I said, on his game though. I mean, he was really answering these questions good. It wasn't, and he was also not taking shit from anybody. You need a president who's tough, who you could look at and you could say, yeah, that guy's fucking, he's a tough guy. You wouldn't want to mess with him. You wouldn't want to falsely insult him like many people have done, and they have felt the consequences of that. Like CNN pushing this bullshit Russia peeing prostitute P-gate story has felt the consequences of it. So you don't want to mess with Trump because he will call you out. You will not get a free pass. And that, like I said, that's what I want from a president. If a foreign country like China tries to fuck with us, or Russia, or whatever country out there tries to take advantage of us, Trump's going to say no. He's not going to let people take advantage of it because he's a winner. He wants to be a winner. He's a winner in business. He's won. He's won many things in business. And by win, I mean he's done many great things for his company. He's a successful businessman. He loves to win. And he's going to win for our country. I mean, he's already won for our country. Look at all the jobs that are already flowing back into this country. I mean, he's not even president yet. And already, GM, Lockheed Martin, many companies are announcing they're bringing jobs into America. They're investing in America. The price of the F-35 has already gone down, and he's not even fucking president yet. I mean, who could argue that's a bad thing? Nobody. F-35 down. I believe the cost of Air Force One is also being negotiated down as well. He's done many great things. He's great in his press conference. And the only reason people hate him is because of the biased media. And then I watch SNL and I watch him just pretend like, oh, this whole P-gate thing actually exists. And yeah, Trump actually did get peed on by Russian prostitutes. And, you could laugh, it's funny, it's a funny thing. But you can't laugh at it. And you have to criticize NBC because first off, they know their viewers are dumb as fuck. And they're going to watch this and they're going to interpret it as real news. And they're not going to do research on their own. So, and SNL is so biased to portraying Trump as like the devil, while Hillary Clinton in her last skit was portrayed as a nice, friendly grandma going around houses telling them to, kindly vote for Clinton or vote for, for the Electoral College to vote for, somebody like John Kasich instead of Trump. So, Saturday Night Live, you go, they hide behind, oh, just laugh, it's funny, it's not meant to be taken seriously. But a large amount of people will take it seriously and will believe that, oh, there actually is a tape of Russian prostitutes peeing on Trump. So it's totally made up. It's totally bullshit. And just another lie from the mainstream media, which isn't media at all, not legitimate media at all. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on that.